Hey guys, it's Kate, and in today's video, I will be showing you guys 2 different ways to get waves in your hair. This video has been very requested from you guys, so I will be showing you guys how to do braid waves and waves with a waver. This video is a mouthful, but I figured I would show you guys how to get these hairstyles during quarantine so you guys can do them once we get out. One is a little bit more dressy, one's a little more casual, but they're both super quick, super easy, and they look super cute. So if you guys are interested in this video, then please keep on watching and let's just get into it. Okay, so this is real life right here. It is 1:30 in the morning. Look at this hair that's in the back. I just finished washing my hair, which is pretty realistic because I normally take showers really late at night. So my hair is pretty wet. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my wet brush, which has a lot of hair in it, so we're just not gonna look at that. I also have this Aussie hair insurance leave-in conditioner, which I only spray in my hair if my hair is super tangly, but my hair doesn't seem to be very tangly tonight, so I probably don't need it. But in the event that I do need it, it works well. When I braid my hair, I do it in a middle part, so I'm just gonna middle part this to brush it, just because it'll be easier. This is about as middle part as my hair will get, because I have like a weird head. So I'm just going to brush my hair out and then we'll get into the braids. Okay, so now that my hair is all brushed out, the middle part is a little not middle, but it's really as good as it's gonna get, because like I said, I have a weird part situation. What I do is I just split my hair down in the back. So I'm gonna start on this side. I'm gonna Dutch braid, not French braid. Make sure your sections are even. And we are gonna start at the front, and I'll show you guys how I do this. So I'm bringing the strands under rather than over. I literally tried to learn how to do this for years and could not figure it out. One day I watched my best friend Allison do it to herself, and that was all it took for me to learn. So if you watch a lot of videos and can't figure it out, maybe watch someone you actually know do it, and maybe that will help, because for whatever reason, that really helped for me. And I'm doing this pretty tight because we want the waves to be really wavy. So make sure you get this as tight as you can. Okay, so now I'm just taking a little tiny elastic and I'm putting it around the bottom. So with this hairstyle, it's like give or take. Sometimes I can get it down really far, sometimes I can only get it down this far. So in the event that I can only get it down this far, what I do is I curl the end the next day, but I curl it very lightly. So like it's technically not fully heatless if the bottom is this long, but I'm also just not gonna leave it straight because I just think it looks stupid. So it's kind of up to you, but I'm gonna show you guys how I do it one more time and then we'll be done. Once again, taking a little elastic, I got these from Walmart, I think, but you can get them from, I think, even the dollar store. So now what kind of sets my braids apart from maybe someone else's is I like to put product in them to make sure that they are wavy the next day. So I like to take this Herbal Essences mousse and I just put it on the top of the braids like that. Kind of disperse it throughout, maybe a little bit more. You want to make sure it gets on the ends, because the ends are going to be what kind of looks the most poofy if you don't make sure that they're moussed up. So put some mousse on there. Something else I like to do just to make sure that the braids aren't super dry and look kind of frayed at the ends, because my hair is uncut so it does sometimes look a little frayed, is I put this Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine Intensely Smooth Leave-In Conditioner Cream, and I just take a little bit of this leave-in conditioner cream and I just put it on the ends of the braid like so, just to make sure that they're nice and soft at the ends and they're not super scraggly, which I don't know if anyone else's mom used that word talking about hair growing up, but mine did, so that's why I use that word. I think it just means like messy. So we just don't want them to look messy at the ends. We want them to look nice and just good, you know what I mean? The final step is using hairspray. I use Herbal Essences because I always do, but I also use Aussie for some hairstyles, but this is not one of those styles you're gonna wanna use Aussie for, because you don't want your braids to be all crunchy, and if they're crunchy, then your hair is gonna be crunchy the next day and the waves are gonna look super like a literal crinkle cut fry. So we want to do a hairspray that's a little bit more flexible, and I've noticed that this is a flexible hold, but it is still a really good hold. So I use that. So I just spray it. Okay, and there you have it. That is how you do my Dutch braids. Obviously it's a little bumpy right here, but my hair always has a colic right there, so I feel like these are pretty neat. And honestly, if you wanted to wear these out as a normal hairstyle, you totally could. I do that as well, but this is the perfect hairstyle to wear to sleep, because it's not hard to sleep on these. They're behind your ears, they're not like all up on you or behind your head, and they're very neat, so your hair is not going to be all over you all night, and on top of that, your hair will be really cute the next day. And the end result is super cute, so I will see you guys tomorrow morning with the end result. Okay, so it's obviously the next day because my braids are very messy because I slept on them. So I'm going to show you guys what I do just to style this hairstyle and kind of how it looks when it comes out. Obviously this is going to look different on everyone because not everyone has the same hair texture. So if they don't look exactly like mine, they look exactly like yours. So what I do is I take the elastics off of the bottom of my braids, and then as you can see there's about like 2 or 3 inches of space. So what I do is I take my curling iron. You guys know this is the NuMe 3-in-1 Titan 3 wand. I've been using this for years, and basically I just roll the end around the wand and I just curl it, and I don't leave it on for that long, but I do want it to be curly enough so it doesn't look goofy. Doing the same thing on this side, leaving it on. And then after you're done curling these pieces, you're gonna let them cool for like a minute or 2, just because whenever you take the braid out, if the curls are still hot, they're gonna look kind of messy. So I like to let them dry so that they're set, and yeah, we'll come back when that's done. Okay, so now that the curls are cooled, we're just gonna start taking the braid out. Okay, so that's how this side looks when it's taken out. Now I'm gonna do the same thing to this side, and then I will show you guys kind of how I continue from there. Okay, so now I look pretty crazy, but what's cool about these ones is they kind of look like they could be natural, like they could be your natural curls, especially when you curl the ends, because obviously naturally curly hair doesn't go straight at the ends. So it looks pretty natural, and people ask me all the time if this is my natural hair when I wear it. So obviously you guys know it's not. What I do to style it is I use dry shampoo like always. I always put it in the roots because I have naturally straight hair. So my hair is naturally kind of flat. So using dry shampoo really helps to give it a little more texture, to make it a little more voluminous. And so I do that. I also will kind of shake the waves out a little bit so that they're not so structured. But this is what I do for literally every style because I'm not a huge fan of structure as far as hairstyles. So this is kind of self-explanatory. I feel like I always do this whenever I do like a curl tutorial or anything. So I'm gonna show you guys kind of what I do just for like a natural look. So I usually just push my hair over like this. You guys have seen this before because I've worn this hairstyle in videos before. And it's literally that simple. I literally just push it over. I kind of comb out the waves with my fingers a little bit, use some dry shampoo, just kind of get some volume in there. Sometimes I'll use my brush and just make sure that everything is kind of blended together, because if you braid your hair in the middle part, it likes to go back to a middle part. So I just like to brush out the part a little bit. Then I use my Herbal Essences hairspray, like always, to just spray this in place. It looks really poofy and crazy, but that is the look that I really like. That's always a look that I'm going for because I feel like it looks a lot more natural. So this is how I get the style, and yeah, super quick, super easy. So yeah, this is how I get my natural waves. And now I'm going to show you guys how I get my waver waves, or my crimper, or whatever you want to call it. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so right now I'm going to show you guys how I get my waves using heat. So a little bit of a different process, a little bit of a different outcome, but still a really cute look. So these are the things that I use that you're going to need. So I use this hairspray. This one is the Herbal Essences, but it really doesn't matter what you use. This is the Dove dry shampoo. It's fresh coconuts. I love it. It's a really good smell. I also use a teasing brush just because I like to do a middle part. And then I also have this hair separator thing, section clip. It's like a sectioning clip. So I'm gonna go through this pretty fast. Basically, I always crimp my hair on a middle part just because it's easier to get closer to the roots, I guess. I don't look cute in the middle part, so it's just, it is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
And then basically what I do is I take my dry shampoo and I just kind of like douse my hair in it. Not really douse it, but kind of an exaggeration, but just get it really like textured and gritty kind of, because that's the only way that your waves are gonna look the way that you want if you have hair like mine. So I have, like, not trying to flex, but I do have pretty silky hair, and my hair is not that thick, so like I really have to grit my hair up if I want to crimp it and make it stay. And my crimps usually stay for like 2 or 3 days. Sorry if you think that's dirty. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to section the top because we want to curl the bottom for now, or crimp the bottom for now. So I just use this sectioning clip. I think I got it from Target. It really doesn't matter where you get it from. Now I'm just going to crimp my hair on both sides. This usually takes really quick because it's the bottom and my hair is already not very thick as it is. So this is the crimper I use. It is the Bedhead Tiggy Wave Artist, or Tiggy. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but honestly probably doesn't really matter. It's a crimper. So now I will show you the first piece, and then after that I'm just gonna speed through. So since it's the bottom, I don't start that high. Like, I'm not gonna get all up on my scalp and burn myself, but if that's what you wanna do, if someone else is doing yours and they can get closer because they can see a little better, then that is totally up to you. But for me, I'm just not trying to burn myself. Okay, so now I'm going to take the teasing, why do I keep calling it that? The sectioning clip out. And I'm going to take down one side of my hair and then the next side. Once again, just gonna speed through this because it's pretty self-explanatory, but while I'm doing one side, I always pin up the other. It's just easier that way to keep it out of the way. Looking really good today, but I promise it is worth looking like a crazy person because the end result is really good. Okay, so now that I'm done, you can see the waves are pretty structured. So the first thing I always do is I shake out the waves to make them a little bit, okay, now my hair's stacky. So I shake them out and make sure that they're not very structured because I just don't like them to be very structured. I think they look a lot better when they're looser and they look a little more natural. Okay, so next thing I do is I take more dry shampoo and I just put that in the roots just to add some volume. Okay, so you can go a few different ways with this style. So one way that I do it before I hairspray it, because this is not the style I'm gonna wear today, I'm just gonna show you guys. Basically, I take the two front sections, and this side of my head is the hair is way shorter than this side because this is my side with the part. So, you know, I do not have bangs. So I pull out the two front pieces and then I put a headband on, and that's the look. Pretty cute. It can be dressy, it can be casual. Either way, it's cute, but I'm not wearing that style today. So I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna do my hair today. Take the teasing comb or brush once again, and I'm gonna make a side part. This is kind of difficult to do in a camera and not in an actual mirror, but we're managing. There we go. It's a little bit more like what I want. So now my hair looks very staticky because I don't know why. Because I've been touching it. So I'm just gonna take my hairspray and I'm going to spray it like this by moving it. I don't spray it into place, I spray it while I'm moving it so it just is a little more flexible, if that makes any sense. Same thing up top. Next thing I do is I take some clips and I just put them like that. And yeah, that's how I do it. So this is the finished look. It took me probably like 12 minutes. It's super simple, super easy, and it looks like you put a lot more effort than you actually did. It also looks kind of natural, so it's really pretty. So this is one option that you can do, or you can go heatless, but yeah, these are how I do my waves. Okay guys, so that was it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that you guys will use these styles, and if you do, please be sure to tag me in the photo. Let me know which one you like more, the braids or the waver. Honestly, I really like both. It just kind of depends on the day. This one obviously I feel like takes less effort, but they're both really cute and they're both good for different occasions. I think this one definitely looks a lot more natural, so it doesn't look as dressy, but the other one you can for sure wear it for like a dressy occasion. But this is also really cute, so if you want to pretend you have naturally curly hair and wear this and have your hair look like Tori Kelly, then you can do that as well. This is literally so poofy today, but I'm kind of here for it. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to follow me on all my social media sites. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like on this video. Leave a comment down below with what videos you'd like to see during quarantine, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.